We are live once again.
Second time in a row.
Second time in like an hour or something. You know, we decided, you know what, let's do another one. Another one. Put some Rick Ross.
Some DJ Khaled on it. Another one.
Oh, it's DJ Khaled. Yes. Oh, Rick Ross is
Yeah. Huh. Well, he doesn't say that these days. I don't know.
Oh, he stopped.
It's like he stopped.
Okay, I mean, I think he grew up.
He
He had grown big, but he had not grown up.
Yeah.
Just
Mr. Ricky, Mr. Rick.
We are
Ross.
throwing shade at Rick Ross. His fans are gonna come for us, but who cares? Anyway, guys, we decided. Oh, my name is Mushiri Wamureu, and this is a friend of mine.
Emmanuel Godfrey, as usual.
As usual, he's Emmanuel Godfrey. He's God free.
Yes.
God is not attached to this ninja.
Well, in the famous words of Kanye West, I am a god.
Free.
That's what Kanye West said.
Anyway, guys, so if you are joining, please make sure you like, which is very unlikely. We do not have numbers. Man, I can't speak English. We don't have numbers, so it's most likely that we're going to be doing these live videos by ourselves, but we don't really care. Just having fun. And also decided to react to a video of a guy called African Reacts, and the video basically says Black Americans are jealous of Africans in America. That by itself is kind of a statement that I never thought anyone would make, because I thought people are living in a community, like they were all together for some reason. But yeah, this is an African who lives in America, and he claims that the African Americans there, yeah, they feel some type of way about the Africans who are there natively. What do you think about that, Emmanuel?
Africans, from the title, African Americans are jealous of Africans in America. I think it's simply because of the opportunities they probably get compared to the opportunities African Americans are already used to seeing over there. Yeah, because when you go somewhere, well, we call it the land of opportunities. That's what we hear from this side. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So yeah, if you're joining, just make sure to press the like button, and also subscribe if you're new here. We are Kenyans, and we're doing reactions of videos from the Western countries and giving our perspectives as African men. I mean, we don't claim to be right, but we have opinions, and we are going to share them with you guys. Anyway, let's take you to the video of what we're reacting to. Let's do this.
We want to ask the question, why are some immigrants from Africa so successful in the United States? If you come here with absolutely nothing and you make something of yourself, and I have access to everything, you're going to make me look like I'm stupid.
While about 8% or about...
Let's just stop it at that point. That's O'Shea Duke Jackson. I know you know him.
Yeah, O'Shea.
Yeah. He said, if you come there and you're successful, then you make the rest of the people who've been living there look stupid.
Well, in Africa, we don't have as much opportunities as Americans have.
Yeah.
So when an African gets to the States and he sees all these available chances of them bettering themselves, of course, they're going to take it.
Yeah.
Maybe someone who's in the States, they might not really see those chances as actual chances to further themselves. But from where we're from, right here in Africa, we don't really see so many opportunities. So we go there and we see, for example, right now during this COVID era, a lot of Americans are working from home.
Yeah.
That means a lot of businesses are open for hiring new employees. Now, how many Americans are going to look for jobs?
Okay. So basically, you're saying that we don't have jobs here?
No, we
Or-
don't.
So when you go to America, we have, it's like we are in Candyland, I think.
If I land in the US right now, I'll be employed. Well, obviously, you'll not be employed instantly. But if that was something that could have been done, you can land in the US right now, and in the next day or two, you have a job.
Yeah.
And you have multiple jobs. I'm not just saying one job, you have multiple jobs. Because there they're paid by the hour. Here we are paid per month.
Okay. So it's more of us seeing opportunities that we're not used to.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing that. We're not used to seeing jobs being available like the way they are in the US right now. We're not
Yeah.
used to seeing that. So if I go there and find someone is paying me $20 an hour and I work 10 hours a day, that's $200 times 10 days. That's $2,000 times 30 days. That's $6,000. You convert that into Kenyan shillings.
Yeah.
That's over 500,000 shillings. Who's gonna pay me 500,000 shillings in
The
Nairobi
country.
right now?
No one.
No one.
I will pay you if you to pay this.
No. Yes, you need to pay me by the.
Guys, you have to subscribe so that I pay this ninja.
Yes, me this money.
Make this YouTube money.
Money.
Yo, let's continue the video.
About 5:30, Harvard's undergraduates were black. Lanny Guinier, a Harvard law professor, and Henry Louis Gates, the chairman of Harvard's African and African American Studies Department, pointed out that the majority of them, perhaps as many as 2/3, were African immigrants or their children. When you look at that data and you look at it in context of some of the more recent articles in the last 5 to 10 years, there's clearly a problem with that 14%. It's not a true 14%. Overcome our past and our history, we're doing better now. When in fact, when you break out the data, we're doing far worse. When you look at incarceration, when you look at unemployment, when you look at everything, we're doing far worse. And the descendants of American slavery are actually bearing the brunt of that because they have not been repaired at all. President Obama, Senator Kamala. On one hand, you have President Obama, who is half East African, Kenyan, but yet he was
Yeah, that's our ninja.
Yeah.
You know, we were so excited to see him prospering in the US. But basically, this guy is saying that most, like the guys who are graduating in the US are of African, they're migrants, right?
Yeah, they're from Africa. They're not African Americans.
Yeah, they're not descendants of the slave, and that
Yes.
kind of sucks. I don't know how it. Maybe the traumas that they faced under the slavery. I mean, is it still affecting the grandchildren, or the great grandchildren? I think.
If you go through something as harsh as slavery, it's going to dent you for life. It doesn't matter if it happened 10 years ago or 100 years ago. That's something that's going to really destroy you.
Yeah.
And you will be destroyed by the stories you hear from people who actually lived through that time, or the people who were near the people who lived through that time. For example, your grandparents. When you hear what they're saying, when you hear your parents, if you're, let's say you're 40 plus, you hear your parents, what they're talking about, it's
Yeah.
going to traumatize you in a way. So these African Americans, when they say, well, the title is saying they're jealous of us. They're jealous because Africans are coming here and they spend a lot of time in school, which means they're actually graduating. They study and graduate. And in turn, we take jobs which were intended for African Americans or just Americans in general.
Yeah.
It all boils down to individual choices.
Do African Americans really want those jobs? Because
That's the question.
I think that Africans normally do go there and take like the jobs that no one really cares for, right?
For
They're
example,
doing like the the stuff that most Americans would look down upon.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like we had I don't want to throw his name under the bus, but we had a big musician here in Kenya called Nyashinsky. He's still big,
Yeah.
but he went to the US and he was a truck driver.
Yeah.
And he was making, well, if I remember correctly, he was making around 80,000 Kenya shillings from that job. Here in Kenya, no one is paying you 80,000 as a truck driver. But over there, 80,000, if you save it, let's assume you're saving every penny for 10 years because he was there for 10 years.
Okay.
So 80,000 times 12, that's 960,000. Times 10, that's 9.6 million.
Okay.
In American dollars, 9.6 million Kenyan shillings is around $96,000, right? And in the States, that might not be a lot of money in 10 years.
Yeah.
But here in Kenya, 10 years, and you've earned, let's say, $100,000, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. It converts crazy.
Yeah, so when an African goes to the States and finds these jobs where they're getting this kind of money, when we send that money back home, it makes a very big difference compared to spending it over there.
The minimum wage workers in the US are rich kids in Kenya.
Really?
I mean, yeah, minimum wage is like $10, $15 an hour. That is 1,500 Kenyan shillings every single hour. And you're working for 10
hours a day. That means in a month you're going
that's
home
15K. That is 15,000 shillings a day.
a day times 10
That's
days.
a lot in Kenya.
That's 150,000
Yeah.
times 30 days. That's 500,000 Kenya shillings.
So-
In Kenya, half
so-
a million Kenya shillings can buy you a piece of land.
Yeah.
I don't know how much land goes for in the States, but $5,000 in the States, I don't think it can buy you anything.
So you're coming to Kenya. If you're coming from Kenya, you're doing minimum wage. You're going to be bowling home, and that's one of the things that Kenyans do or Africans do while in the US.
Yeah.
They go there, they slave, but when they come back home, they are like rich. You know. So let's continue with the video.
Paraded around as when you look at incarceration, when you look at unemployment, when you look at everything, we're doing far worse. And the descendants of American slavery are actually bearing the brunt of that because they have not been repaired at all. President Obama, Senator Kamala. On one hand, you have President Obama, who is half East African, Kenyan, but yet he was paraded around as the first African president and a representation of the progress America's made. And so my problem isn't just so much that these people exist in America. They should. The reality of them being presented and also being East African, that's a problem. Not that he happened. New immigrant Africans, that's a problem. I'm here to point out natural differences. I am truly an American.
Let's hear what Playboy has to say.
I don't know.
And the only time the African man talks to us is he talks to our woman. Keep it real. The only person they're willing to talk to is African American women so they can sleep with them. Ooh, there is no relationship other than them trying to fuck a woman here and there.
What?
Bro.
Wait, let me take that back.
Capping.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
And the only time the African man talks to us is he talks to our woman. Keep it real. The only person they're willing to talk to is African American women so they can sleep with them. Ooh, there is no relationship other than them trying to fuck a woman here and there. They fuck our women, that's it. All the black African men, the black Americans.
Wow, what do you think of that?
First of all, I've never heard of anything you just said. That African men, the only thing they consider or spend time on
It's
is
women. Like
sleeping with African American women.
when Africans go to the US, they are going to there to work.
Is this guy serious?
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Like from our end, we know when Africans are living here, what they're coming to do there. Yes, maybe a few men are going to be confused by the women, and that's natural. But at the end of the day, most won't. And of course, if African women want to, if African American women want to sleep with African men, I mean, who will stop them?
Yo, if I land in the US right now, the last thing I'll be thinking about is sleeping with women.
Yeah.
I'm going there to make my life better because the image we have been portrayed to as Africans is America is the land of opportunities.
Yeah, go there, hustle, come back.
So
home.
when we go there, we're not going there to fuck around. We're going there to better our lives.
Yeah.
We don't have time for these women. We have women back here at home.
Yeah.
And we're not saying that because we consider our women better than yours, but we have women here. If you wanted to sleep around, we will do that here.
Yeah. So there was someone who left a comment. Dave Nunya Business. Okay. He says, firstly, there's normally animosity anytime a new group comes into play. Well, that's kind of true.
That's true in every aspect of life, in every part of the world.
Yeah.
When a new group comes into play, the original people, let me just say that, the people who are there originally, they will have some form of animosity towards them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what is happening in South Africa? Xenophobia.
Yeah, xenophobia. Like they don't want other Africans there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So would you be correct to say African Americans don't want Africans in America? That will sound ridiculous, but I would entertain that idea.
Yeah.
Best of what they're saying.
But yeah, it seems like they're the ones who are like having problems with us there. So, but normally the people who are visiting, they wouldn't have much of an issue with, I mean, being around the natives in quotes, you know, because they're hoping that they're going to be accepted. So they won't go there and make trouble.
Of course.
Yeah, it's normally the native that are going to be maybe talking or making things difficult. So in this particular instance, that is made worse by possible feelings from
African Americans.
Oh, okay. That is African Americans. Do you want to read this one?
Yeah, he's saying in this particular instance that is made worse by possible feelings from African Americans that Africans in America are benefiting without ever having to have gone through the past that led to where we are right now.
Okay.
So we don't have to go through slavery. We don't have to go through police brutality. We don't have to go through unemployment. We don't have to go through mass incarceration. We don't have to go through women getting pregnant by different men. We don't have to go through those things.
Yeah.
Again, we came here because we have been told America is the land of opportunities.
Yeah.
What you went through is what you went through.
Yeah, and it's quite unfortunate.
And it's unfortunate you went through that. But when we are coming here, we are not thinking about slavery. We're not thinking about these things. We just want to get jobs. We want to get money. We want to send money back home to take care of our brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So,
so he also says, just an outside of a perspective of a poor white boy from flyover state. Oh well, I don't know about poor.
Wait,
I'm telling you, if
I
you
think
can't,
Dave is white.
Yeah, I think that's
He's white.
case. Yeah,
Just an outside perspective from a poor white boy from a flyover state.
Yeah,
He's white. Come on, bro.
So there's also another person, KCF. Hi, man. KCF suck. A lot of African Americans and Americans in general lack perspective. Okay, I mean, that's why the comments are there. You can educate us some more while there.
He's saying a lot of African Americans
and Africans in general lack perspective. I mean, I don't know what perspective he wants to share with us. We are like open-minded. You can tell us what you think. Props to you guys. You have your heads on straight. Okay, thanks, man. Thanks. Okay, and also KCF Suck says they are not very worldly. Americans in general, I mean. Okay, cool. Yeah, because you see, from where we stand, we constantly seeing your stuff. You know, we are well educated. We are well aware of what goes around the US. It's not new to us. Your news are like a daily thing here, especially now that we have social media. It's like,
yeah, we can see things in real time.
Yeah, and like you guys, maybe you're not even curious about what happens in Africa, so it's easier for me to understand what goes there than for you guys to understand what is around here.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue with the video. Thanks, guys, for the comments. Just remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel if you're new here.
I walked out of my building one day here and there. They fuck our women. That's it. All the black African men. The black Americans. I walked out of my building one day and I seen this African man hollering at two African American women.
So what?
Cardi is like,
I don't know.
Bro. Come on, bro.
Fuck Ghana. The dumbass way. Nigga, I'm over here. I ain't got no ties to Africa. I ain't got no love. I ain't no love. I don't got no love.
Oh,
All those
shit.
rulers in Africa with all the military, y'all some bitches. What school did you go to? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck you didn't stay your goofy ass in Nigeria?
We are some bitches. Which schools did you go to? This is the kind of what we mean. Like, you guys normally don't understand what is happening in Kenya or in Nigeria or in Africa in general. You think we're still like living in like old days when we didn't have schools, we didn't have electricity, we didn't have the basic things. We are set, man. So this guy thinks we don't even go to school. What do you think about that, man?
That's his problem, and it's so unfortunate that when you look at him, he looks like an actual African.
Yeah, he looks African. He can walk around Kenya like
if he doesn't open his mouth. When he opens his mouth, you're like, okay, he's American.
Yeah.
But his comments are very hurtful and very disrespectful towards Africans.
Yeah.
Kenya has the third hardest education system in the world.
Yeah. Kenyans are very, very educated, you guys.
There is nowhere in this world you'll find a Kenyan failing.
Yeah. We have a free education like in our system. So most Kenyans are actually educated and in fact it's illegal not to take your kids to school. You'll be jailed if you don't take your kids to school. So
Nigerians are, when it comes to, well, people say Nigerians are scammers, but positively, if you look at it, these are people who can work as hackers in any, look, we know governments hire hackers to, infiltrate other countries, democracies and things like that. We're not getting into that, but they can use that skill in a positive way.
Mm-hmm. Okay? Yeah, true. I mean, they're smart. That's why they're able to
smart
hack.
people.
I mean, you can't be a hacker and you're stupid.
You can't. How will I, as a 20-year-old Nigerian, well, I'm not Nigerian, but how will I, as a 20-year-old Nigerian, scam a 50-year-old American of $50,000 if I'm not smart enough
and I'm the stupid one in this case.
And I'm from a third world country where we don't have good internet, we don't have good electricity. We don't have all these things.
We don't have them.
So fuck this nigga, man. What he's saying is completely ridiculous, and it's disgusting to see an African American talk like that about Africa.
But again, it's obvious that this is just one person in millions, so you can't really take this as everybody in America is thinking like this.
Exactly.
This is just maybe a drop in an ocean. So I'm pretty sure most African Americans are like welcoming to Africans. So we have more comments from KCF Sack. I'm from Canada. I'm from Canada, but just from my interactions from America. Okay, so you want to read the next comment?
Yeah, let's go back to Dave. Dave is saying we can't even get people to pay attention to what's going on here. Of course, you guys don't know what's going on in Africa. What you see is poverty. What you see is problems.
Yeah.
But like there's a video I said, there's a rapper driving a Lamborghini Urus in the States.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone in Kenya driving a Lamborghini Urus.
Similar. But you can't really know that. But I mean, obviously, we don't have as many Lamborghinis, let's say, in quotes.
But we have them.
But we do have them. Or the things that you guys think we don't have access to. You guys, the mentality that I see of African Americans thinking about Africa is the old kind of Africa, the uncivilized Africa. And I'm not saying we are so much better right now, but we are. I mean, we're not. I'm not saying we're like America, but we are not.
We haven't reached
place where we
Americans because they have hundreds of years of time ahead of us. But
they are 200 years older than us.
We are modern.
Yeah,
we're not living like in caves. Come on. I'm wearing Adidas. It may not be it may not be legit Adidas, but I know what Adidas is.
Yeah.
If I was living in a cave, I'd be having skins.
Yeah, we have internet. Like you see, guys, I'm streaming live from Kenya, and I'm using the internet here. It's like it's the among the fastest internet. We are the first people to start the money. What is it called?
Money laundering.
Money transfer. Mobile money transfer.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
No, we're not money launderers here.
Yeah, M-Pesa is big. Mobile money transfer came from
Kenya,
here.
So technology is quite advanced here too. But you might never know that because whatever it is you guys are fed about Africa is quite sad.
All those rulers in Africa with all the military, y'all some bitches. What school did you go to? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck you didn't stay your goof ass in Nigeria? Just like that. Africa's so great. Why the fuck you over here? Go home, punk. Go home and stay. No, the police don't bother Africans over here, Capitan. But they fuck with African Americans.
Oh wow! I told you, if you have an African accent, the police are going to leave you alone. Oh man! Now I'm coming to America because I know I'm gonna be safe.
If I ended up in the States, they will harass me, the police.
Really?
Because my English is not. It doesn't sound Kenyan.
Oh man, you don't know. You don't know you have an accent until you go to a different country.
Yeah, but I know if I go there and they'll probably hear me and like, okay, his English is not as polished as ours, but then again, he doesn't really sound.
No,
African.
my guy, you don't understand. It's not about being polished. It's about the accent. They can tell you. They can pick. Like, you won't pass. Guys, leave a comment because now we are live. Does this guy pass as an American?
I don't pass as an American at all in any capacity, but it would. Someone will hear me and they will probably assume that. Not everyone, but anyway, let's go on.
So let's read some more comments. Can you take some more? We have
a lot of people are commenting. Nigerians tend to hustle more than most nationalities, which is true. But hustling is just a fact of life for people in developing countries. It's nothing unusual.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, we are hustlers.
Yes.
We are hustlers.
I don't believe in race. I was born in LA. Mm-hmm. I'm a Californian American. My ancestors are from Africa. I do not know their tribe nor nation, so I declare to be part of all tribes of Africa. Okay.
Cool, man. You're welcome. I am Kikuyu. We have 42 tribes in the country in Kenya. I am Kikuyu. He's Taita. Yeah. So we are welcoming you to whichever tribe you want to be part of. Next one.
Yeah. So Dave is really coming up in the comments. He's saying every black person I've spoken to from Africa has manners. Now that's something Americans might not really understand. We have manners. We respect people. We walk in the streets
because we are smart when we speak, but if we are like rowdy or whatever.
Yeah, and we have a saying here that when a child is born, they
belong to the village.
They belong to the village.
Yeah.
Anyone
as old as or the age mate of your parents or older than your parents,
they are parents.
They can discipline you with no problem, and no one's gonna ask any questions.
Yeah. So
you're constantly being straightened in all angles, in all corners that you're trying to face. So someone also says this guy is a joke. I'm sure it has nothing to do with not acting like a jack. Okay.
He's an idiot, to be honest.
He is. He's so petty. He is so petty. Thanks guys for the comments. Actually, this is the second live, and it's so kind of interesting to see you guys giving us live feedback. This
is a very interesting.
We are not used to doing this, but I think we'll have to be doing it more.
Keep moving.
So let's continue with the video.
But they don't bother the Africans over here because the Africans let them know that they ain't a part of us.
Oh,
that
no.
they ain't got nothing to do with us. They look down on us over here. You get in an argument with one of them, you'll see and see what they call you.
Really?
God is like, bro.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What is up, guys? It's African Reacts here.
So yeah, this is the guy who made this video. He's called African Reacts. Yes, he has some very strong opinions about different things. I'm not saying I agree on everything, but I just decided to react to this particular video. So if you go to his channel, there are some things that he has said that I might not necessarily agree with, or he might not agree with, but we are different. He has his opinion, I have mine, and we are, so just keep that in mind when you go to his channel. I'm not necessarily endorsing everything that he's saying.
Today, I just wanted to give my opinion on the jealousy or hatred, whatever you want to call it, but I call it jealousy, that Africans are experiencing in the United States from mainly Black Americans. Other groups, they're not really jealous of us, but it's mainly Black Americans. And because Africans are coming to the United States and outperforming them, they get jealous and mad Africans for no reason, and they don't want us here now. That's what they're saying. They don't want Africans in America anymore, which is not going to go anywhere because they don't control America. And some of them are even getting mad that Africans are taking their women. I've heard that from 2 different YouTube channels, Black American YouTube channels, that Africans are taking their women, and oh, the white man is allowing Africans to succeed. Stuff like that. It doesn't make sense. And even the police talk, some of them say that Africans say that they're not one of us to the police. That's why they don't get bothered.
I have something to say about that. If I had a loophole that would stop me from maybe being beaten up by the police, why would I not use it? It's just common sense. If you said you're an African, and you'd be taken, like, you'd be beaten up, then you'd say you're an African American. Like, it's just common sense. You save your skin first of all. I mean, I wouldn't disown them like in other aspects, but if I'm alone and if I can say something to save my skin, why would I not do that?
Yo. Africans are taking African American women? You guys don't even like your own women. What are you talking about?
Oh, whoa. Hold up. What's going on?
African Americans were marrying at a rate of 80% 50, 60 years ago. African Americans are not marrying today. The divorce is at 50%. African American women are the highest when it comes to, they have the highest numbers when it comes to getting children out of wedlock without husbands. African American men are the highest incarcerated men in the entire planet. Yo.
So you wouldn't date an African American woman?
Based of what I've seen from here, not really. But I'm sure there are good African American women. They have to be good. There are some good African American women. Yeah. And if I meet one and I'm in the position where I want to have a woman in my life, yes, I'm dating an African American woman. Whether I'm from Africa, whether I'm from Australia, whether I'm from the moon, I will date her. Just because she's an African American and I'm an African, that doesn't mean I shouldn't be with her.
Let's take it to maybe let's talk about maybe England. Would you date a British African woman?
Yes, I would. So long as she's good enough.
So it's not about
for me.
being in the West. Yeah. Okay.
If she's good, look, we had a show called what was the name of the show? It was a dating show here in Kenya. It was not Perfect Match, but it has a name. And
Tujuane.
Tujuane, which means let's get to know each other.
Yeah.
And there's this guy who met an African American woman, and they went to the guy's house, and the guy cooked for the lady. She was very respectable. She enjoyed the meal. She wanted to know about the culture, and it was a great date. That would be considered a good African American woman. But there's a guy here called Dave. He's asking, hey, that is a good question. What do you as African men think of African American women? That is a very bitter pill to swallow.
I think we're not going to disagree on this one. I don't personally dislike them. I would date one of them or two of them, but it would depend with the woman herself. Yes, the image of African American women is kind of bad. Like, there's a way that they carry themselves that if I'm thinking of a wife, I wouldn't think of them behaving that manner.
Can I say what we actually think? Respectfully.
Okay, go ahead, man.
What we see from Africa, we see African American women as combative, highly combative, aggressive. They have masculine energy. They are thoughtish. I mean, you guys twerk all over the internet.
Yeah, that is kind of sucks.
You dress indecently. When I say this, I mean, what Well, you can be going to the beach, you can be living in Miami or in LA, but come on. In Africa, we consider that strange.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
You guys have multiple kids with
From different
multiple
men.
men. That is abnormal
Yeah.
to us Africans.
Yeah,
How do you, okay. So that is what we see.
yeah,
You guys are seriously disrespectful towards your African American men.
Yeah.
A man is trying to talk to you in a club or in the streets or anywhere, and you are blatantly shutting him down. You don't even want to hear what he has to say. So that is what we see. We don't see anything positive, and I'm sure there's positivity in African American women.
Yeah.
But from what we see all the negative things.
Well, yeah. I mean, negativity always comes in, sells better than like positive stuff. Even when someone dies, the news is gonna spread so much faster than when a child is born.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's continue the video.
How does that, if a police pulls me over, he doesn't know where I'm from? So I don't know how that makes sense. Is it like a code out here? Because ever wonder why Africans don't get bothered by police that much? There's not really any African and police encounters out here. I wonder why, but they say that the white man is allowing us to succeed. I don't get that. Some of them even go as far as saying that when we go into banks to get loans to maybe open up businesses, that is because it's like marked or something like that. If you're African, they give you the loan, and if you're Black American, they don't.
Really?
Which is another thing that doesn't make sense. How is that gonna work? That's just too much work. Yeah, and some of them use racism to lie and say that's why they're doing worse than Africans, which is a truth to a certain point, but it's a lie. There's no bank out here looking at names or asking you whether you're African or Black American. It doesn't even make sense. And how are Africans coming to the United States doing better than Black Americans? That doesn't make sense either. I don't know.
Do you guys in the comments think it's no, it's true if Africans do better than African Americans when they go to the States? Is that something that is commonly seen there, or is it just a narrative that is spread? Because I would think the natives have an advantage. That is how I would think of it. You know, I can't see how someone can come to Kenya and be successful than most Kenyans. You know, like let's say especially someone who's coming from a poorer country or a lower income country than Kenya is. You know, because in Africa, Kenya is kind of dope. It's among the top countries.
Yeah, it's among the top countries.
That economically. So I wouldn't see how maybe, let's say, I don't want to name countries. They're going to think that we're doing bad.
Yo.
What?
Let me tell you, if I landed in the US right now, I would build a house in Kenya in 2 years max.
2 years?
I'll have my own house.
1 year is enough, man.
1 year is enough to build my own house.
A big, beautiful house.
Living in Africa is affordable compared to the States.
Yeah.
What you consider a 1-bedroom house in New York might cost you $2,000 plus. The same $2,000 in Kenya, you will get a house in an upscale neighborhood, gated community, fully furnished. You wouldn't even need to move in with anything. You just come with your clothes. And I don't know how guys live over there. Do they move really with furniture and stuff? But here, when you move from one house to the other, you take everything inside.
Yeah.
So I would be able to afford a house where I find furniture is inside. I have the microwave, I have the oven, I have all these things.
You could even buy a land and build.
You can buy land.
Not even
$15 an hour.
You would buy
1
land
year is enough for me to buy land in
like
this
a
country.
proper house. You guys should move to Kenya or Africa.
And I've seen Americans who've moved here.
Yeah.
And what they will consider a $5,000 apartment in the US, they find it here for $200.
200?
Yes.
Like,
I've seen in Tanzania, like there's a guy who came from the States and he came to Tanzania and he
I
moved
think
into-
that's
and he
exaggerated.
moved
figure.
into a very nice house.
Yeah.
But it was so cheap. It was so affordable.
But I don't think it's $200. That's kind of cheap. $200 is $20K, man.
Yes, I'm telling you, it
Yeah.
is that cheap.
Really?
Yes, it is that cheap.
Huh.
So when we go there, we find these opportunities. Now, like that post I was saying, I shared with you, where a McDonald's is looking for employees, 14-year-old employees, to pay them for $15 an hour. Because if I work for 10 hours, that is $150, which in Kenya shillings is 15,000 shillings. 15,000 shillings is enough to pay for a one-bedroom house in Kenya, a good one-bedroom house.
Yeah.
Now imagine me getting paid $20 an hour, $50 an hour.
Oh, well, I think they get the point now. Anyway, let's continue. We're going to end the stream quite soon, but let's just continue with the video.
What's going on there? Even when you go around in the black communities, they don't even own a corner store or a store, their own stores. You'll find Arabs, Asians, and Africans with their stores in their communities. So I don't also get that. It doesn't make sense.
Personally, I think it's more of a mentality thing. You know, once you've lived in a place, like, let's say I'm not I'm not a Nairobi born person. I'm living currently in Nairobi, but when I first came to Nairobi, there were so many opportunities that I saw that people who were born in Nairobi were not able to see or pursue. And I just came in and was just excelling in so many things, and they were just like, whoa, how are you able to move like this? But I was from a smaller town, and I was not used to seeing such opportunities just all over the place. And I just made my moves so much faster than anyone else who was natively born in Nairobi.
Exactly.
I think it's the same situation when you're taken to a place where there's so much more opportunity than you are used to. You'll be a fool not to take those opportunities.
Exactly.
And it's just expected. It's also when you're born into those situations, like you have everything, it's kind of difficult for you to see them. You're just used to them. You're just seeing someone, like they have a stall somewhere, and they need someone to go and work there, and you're thinking you're not really thinking much highly of it. You're just like, oh well, it's just a stall that so and so opened up. It's not a good deal. I wouldn't get a good deal from that. You would overlook it, rather than when someone is new, they would easily take that opportunity and build themselves up, then see another better opportunity, take it. You know, it's like a ladder. But if you overlook the small steps, then you'll never get to the bigger moves, you know. I think that's what happens with them. What do you think?
There are things that Americans don't consider as income generating opportunities that here in Africa, they are a big deal.
Yeah.
For example, here's a video on my YouTube where the title is Make $7,500 per month with one website. This is article writing and academic writing.
Yeah.
$7,500 in a year, that is 75 plus 15, that's $90,000 in a year. You are living a good life with $90,000 a year in the US.
Yeah.
Now imagine that money here.
Yeah. It's crazy. $90,000. Wow.
You guys have access to internet. Almost every, okay, I don't know about the States, but I would assume you have access to internet,
Most
which
of
is
the
even
States
better
at
than
least.
here.
Yeah.
You have access to mobile phones,
Yeah.
good mobile phones. You have access to laptops.
Yeah.
Majority of you guys work half the time. You don't go to work from morning to evening like here. So you can easily balance your time. You can say, let me go to work in the morning, in the afternoon I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So you have enough opportunities to make money, but how many of you guys are using that money?
Yeah.
How many of you guys are actually using that opportunity?
Yeah.
How many African American men can sit behind a computer and do academic writing, do article writing, write blogs, and get paid $7,000 every month.
Well, but again, you see, when titles are exaggerated, so I don't necessarily think that everybody who sees that title believes that they're going to get $7,500
Let's just assume
in a short span.
Let's assume I'm
I
making
mean, you'll have to
$3,000.
build yourself to that point.
But that's
you know?
just how life is. You have to build yourself in anything you do.
Yeah.
Right? But black African Americans, men in the hood, they choose to sell drugs. They choose to be street dudes. They choose to gang bang, and that we know how that ends. You either go to jail or you dead. You die.
Oh man.
Understand? So why would you feel bad when someone who's from a less fortunate country comes over there and sees opportunities that you probably ignore and is succeeding?
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
Most likely it's just they just don't see much value in small opportunities.
Exactly.
But the small opportunities, again, they are big opportunities when you translate them in Africa.
Yeah.
You know, so we have someone from Mexico. Why am I love? Okay. hello from Kenya. We have Dennis Stampley. New generation of African America does not think this way. Okay. In which way? Please specify. KCF Suck. Hi. Yo. Yeah, it's a mentality thing. Yeah, true. We also have who else?
Dave. Eye of the Tiger intensifies. I think that's like a program or something. Maybe
okay,
a book.
Okay.
A piece of information.
Well, I think we should stop the video at this point. You know, we have to like check to a different location to do something else. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. This was our second live video and first day doing anything live. We're going to be doing it more and more and more. Also, if you have videos that you want to share with us, you can send it to my email. It's in the description box. Also, subscribe to our channel. We'll be doing this often, or
at
least once a week, a live video, or maybe who knows? We might be doing it more than once a week.
We have like 7 minutes left, according to the timer here.
Oh, okay.
And Dave is saying, react to, I think it's Eye of the Tiger intensifies. It's a song from Rocky the Third or something of the sort.
Okay.
So we'll definitely have to check that out, and we see.
Yeah.
But please, when an African comes over there, understand they're coming there for one thing only: to grab any opportunity available.
Yeah.
We're not coming there for women. We're not coming there to
look down upon you guys.
Look down upon African Americans. Yeah. We're not coming there for any negativity. We just want to better ourselves.
You are just told there's opportunity there to better our lives, and we are taking it.
And you're taking it.
Yeah, that's just about it. It's not. Yeah. We're not trying to be malicious or anything else. So I think we should stop at that point.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. We've been having so much interaction.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for keeping us busy. See you next time. This is Emmanuel Godfrey. I am Mushiri wa Moreu. Till next.
It's been real. Time.
Bye bye.
Yeah.